afternoon, church, and welcome to Midweek Sharing. For the last year or so, this thing has been on my mind, and this thing is this. A year or so, I have been hearing about some of my friends passing on, and last Monday, I was told that Brother William from our Teochew congregation also passed on. And a few moments after that, someone texted me and told me that my friend of about 40 years passed on too. And yesterday I was at both of their wakes. I'm not sure about what we think about death. I'm not sure what we think about all these things. Do we think about this? And there are those also who are suffering from some kind of disease or sickness. And that's one of the reasons why I shared about the outer man dying, decaying, perishing. I think we must be able to learn to have this mindset that we are not all going to live forever. And as the apostle says this, Apostle Paul, Philippians 1:21, he says this: "For me to live is Christ, to die is gain." As a Christian, I'm just sitting back and meditating on this. What is there to be gained by death? When the apostle wrote this, he was a prisoner. He was chained to a Roman soldier. He was under house arrest. But his message to the Philippians has always been joyful and rejoicing. To those who are unbelievers, life on earth here is the best thing there is. For them, it is only natural to strive for the world's power, prestige, money, popularity, so on and so forth. But for us Christians, is there a difference? To die is gain. What does it mean to die is gain? Have we meditated on this? This is something where I have been meditating on. And as we are coming to that age, my mother is 89, my father has passed on. We live in a world where there is always this thing about people going off. Now I'm waiting for my parents to go off, and later on in life, our kids will be waiting for us to go off too. So what do we have to gain? For me to live is Christ, to die is gain. There are a number of them, but today I'm just going to share just a very few of them. One, we gain a better body. We will have a glorified, immortal, resurrected body like Jesus Christ that can pass through walls. A body that will never decay, a body that will never die, a body that will never suffer disease again. That's a body we will have. Look forward to that. Secondly, we gain a better home. The best landed property in Singapore or the world will never be able to be compared to the mansion that the Lord will give us. In John 14:1-3, Jesus said, "Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would not have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if you go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, ye may also be." The longing of the Apostle Paul to this home in heaven is expressed in Philippians 1:23. He says, "I'm torn between the two. I desire to depart and to be with Christ, which is better by far." That's true. But then again, he says that his job on earth is not done, so it's better for us that he doesn't go. And that's true. For me to live is Christ, to die is gain. If God has not called you to go, we have to do the work of Christ on earth. Whatever little, however little or more, it doesn't matter. That's the work that God has given us to do. Small, big, God has a plan for us. We have influence over others. We have encouragement over others. Do that before the time is up. Thirdly, we gain a better inheritance. Church, our final reward is not on earth. It is in heaven. Our inheritance is not pain, not sorrow, not sickness or diseases. I always imagine this sometimes when I sit alone, that when I go to heaven, God is going to tell me, Alan, you're going to be in charge of the Andromeda system. Andromeda is millions of light years away, but it's a very big system, galaxy. So sometimes I wonder, how do I be in charge of that galaxy from the current state of rocket that we have, getting from one point to the end of the other point takes you millions of light years away. But then again, I thought, it is not about rocket power thing. What is faster than the speed of light? It's the speed of thought. At one point, and when I think about it, I will get to the last point, and it's just a matter of split second. Anyway, that's just my wishful thinking, that God will give me a galaxy to rule over. Because when God created Eden, and when He put Adam and Eve in Eden, they were supposed to work in Eden. And that's my work I think the Lord will give me. Alright, the last one I'm going to share is we gain a better and permanent fellowship. We live, like I said, we live in a dissolving family circle. People will die from time to time, family members, friends, brothers, sisters, relatives. But the circle is unbroken in heaven forever. We will never die. There's no death, there's no sorrow, there's no crying. For the former things have passed away. Why? Because Jesus is there, and we will never leave that place. So let me conclude by saying this. If for me to live is money, then to die is loss. If for me to live is self, then to die is loss. If for me to live is ambition, then to die is loss. If for me to live is sin, then to die is loss. But if for me to live is Christ, then to die is gain. Do we have this mindset that we should have, that to die is really to gain? Whole of eternity, gaining and gaining in Jesus Christ. So be encouraged, church. Even though we are here on earth, God will never leave you or forsake you. God is always with us from now until eternity. And we don't have to live in fear anymore, because Jesus has gone to prepare a place for us. God bless. Amen.